they want? Mm, mm, mm. Okay, let's see. Let's see who they want. Let's see. Let's see who they want.
It's time to see who they want. I'ma kick back and roll me a blunt with the culture. We know it's trending, it's over. I can't respect your feelings. I touch your shoulder, fuck your feelings. We the culture, we know who they want. Who they want, we know who they want. Who they want.
Podcast disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on Live with DJ Steady and Company are those of the host and guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policies or positions of any affiliated organizations or sponsors. This podcast contains real conversations, unfiltered language, and personal opinions. Listeners' discretion is advised. Content is intended for entertainment, education, and inspiration purposes only, and should not be considered professional advice. For guidance specific to your situation, please consult a qualified professional. By listening to this podcast, you agree that host and guests are not liable for any decisions made based on the content shared. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Oh,
Really,
I
really.
was jamming. I was jamming.
Facts. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? See how people just do. Yeah, you invite family back for a family reunion, and this is what you get, ladies and gentlemen. Already on the. I love it. But in case y'all don't know what this is that podcast show that does everything that they don't. You know what I'm saying? Including invite people that have real fancy backgrounds. But that's okay. We're gonna work on ours in the long run this season. Look at it. No, okay. Y'all don't know. It is Mr. Who They Want, DJ Steady. Are you ready? Because I'm always ready to give you the latest and the greatest podcast episode. And of course, I'm joined by, you know, T Quest, the voiceover
Yeah, you
queen.
know.
You know what I'm saying? She's in the building with, you know what I'm saying? He ain't the sickest, but one of the illest DJs in the industry. You know what I'm saying? My brother from another, Mr. DJ ILL NINO. You know
There
what
it
I'm
is. What up?
saying?
What up? What
How
up?
you be,
What up? What
family?
up? How y'all doing?
We're gonna need that drop though. He's not the sickest, but he the illest.
Uh,
But it's facts though. It's all facts. What he just said is facts.
what's been good, people? It's been a minute since I had a chance to, bring you to my universe and chit chat.
It's been good. Right now, we floating from the past weekend at the Fleet DJs music conference. We came back with a couple of awards. One, two, three, four, five. You know what I'm saying? So we here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got a few of them things.
W-
You know what I mean? We got a few of them things.
You know, I dig it. We in the presence of greatness. We got award winning,
It
you
is.
know what I'm
Hey,
saying,
that.
radio hosts, DJs, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Fleetwood community. You already know nothing but love here from DJ Steady.
hmm But how you been?
I've been great, love. I've been, working on my consistency, working on my deliverance, and just trying to, maintain when life be life, and I'm just trying to keep a raft in case I gotta swim out.
Hey, we get that, but that's what's up. Because speaking of consistency, that's one thing we kept hearing over the weekend that people love our shows and everything we're doing because we're always live, we're always consistent with everything we're doing, and that allows people to actually pay attention more because they know like if we always see them, we always gonna see them. If they always promoting, they always promoting. So you don't get lost in the shuffle. You know what I'm saying? Hmm
Absolutely. And I had to deal with a little turbulence. I know at the beginning I was supposed to, deliver so much, but then things change and, a two-seater become a one-seater. But hey, it's DJ Steady and Company. So it's always company here,
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely. That's a great name because if
Facts. I heard that loud and clear. I heard that loud and clear. I heard that loud and clear.
it was sick.
You said a lot.
hmm So
I love my people, man. I had to bring y'all back. Like I had to come rock with the coolest people I know because it's always a dope vibe when it comes to
We
YouTube.
appreciate that. You know what I'm
Yeah, definitely
saying?
appreciate that.
You just chilling. You know what I'm saying? We the company today. We the company. We the snacks. Where the drinks? Where's the juice? Where the Doritos?
You know when you dealing with Black People podcast, it's more of a BYOB type of
Man,
event. You know how we
See,
do.
that's why I'll never come over your house. You
damn.
ain't never got no snacks.
Always put the
You know,
snacks up. What time they gonna get in? Put the snacks up.
got to do it, treat them like Debo coming. You know what I'm saying? When you see the beach cruiser coming down the road, hide all your
Yeah,
syrup,
all
hide
that,
all the good
all that.
stuff. You know that when your mama back in the day, that's when your mama be like, you gotta, that'd be the one time she go get name brand
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but you
Yep.
can't have none. She go get the frosted flakes instead of the sugar, whatever.
Yep.
Let you know you
Instead
ain't
of the sugar
struggling like that.
flakes. You know what I'm saying?
You,
You know
you
what's
feel
crazy?
me?
They
Put
call
the
the
frost.
bootleg frosted flakes frosted flakes. It don't matter. It don't matter. No matter what brand it is, if it's the bootleg, they still call them frosted flakes.
They still
Now
call
you
it
make it.
right. That would don't never
I mean,
change.
like, what
That
can
was
you really call flakes that are frosted besides frosted flakes?
I don't know.
sugar
Yeah, sugar
flakes.
flakes. Yeah,
Nah, sugar
yeah,
flakes sound a
Just
little
the
Japanese
bit.
flakes.
flakes. It's like Fruit Loops or Fruit Rings. You know what I mean? That's they call them Fruit Rings. So I'm just
Man, it just be it'd be fun. Like I'd be because as a kid, it was just that time period of you used to make fun of it, but then now as an adult and you learn how to budget, you realize they all taste the same.
Close enough.
that's exactly what it's close enough. It ain't worth doubling the price for this. It's they very similarly taste.
I just need a bowl so I can just get go on with my day.
Mm-mm. But there's like a 30-second time difference now because you realize it gets soggy at 30 seconds faster.
Nothing gets soggier than fruity
Man, remember I
pebbles,
just
though.
pulled this bowl.
Yeah, Fruity Pebbles is the worst.
Shut
It's
up.
the worst. You put on as soon as you put them in your bowl, pre-milk is soggy. Pre-milk, it is soggy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the show. I thank y'all for tuning in, from all walks of life, whether you're streaming in from the YouTube, the Facebook, or the newly present Twitch channel. I do it all here. You know what I'm saying? And if you're listening in audio form, shout out to all my listeners on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever, you get your audio form of podcast. I'm in the presence of greatness and I'm having a good time. We had to make you laugh to get the show open. You know what I'm saying? But I'm proud of you guys. Like to come back with some awards, it's pretty prestigious in this world because from my viewpoint is in our community there's still a lot of hate when there should be more appreciation for the art, the craft,
Mm-hmm.
the build. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we still paint this whole thing of everybody can't go where I'm trying to go, and that's okay, that's understandable. One of my new mottos is you still allowed to eat at the table,
Oop,
you just can't
oop,
eat at my table.
oop, oop. Pew, 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 pew.
Right? Did I say too
No,
much? Did I
you
say
said
it
enough.
wrong? Did I?
Say it louder.
It's true though. It's really true because when you see people when they get nominated for awards or even win awards, then you see all these posts. Man, who's really judging these? Or how come I wasn't nominated? Everyone's always in their feelings. No, you should be like, yeah. Why wasn't I nominated? Maybe I need to make my presence more known. Maybe I need to post a little bit more of my skill. That's how you're supposed to take it. But from people's perspective, they rather play the blame game than to actually figure out a way to solve the issue. You see what I'm saying? So it's people
Absolutely.
suck.
They really do. And I wanted to first of all, let me send my heartfelt condolences to the family of Malcolm Jamal Warner. We lost Uncle Theo. Like we lost Theo, bro. It hits differently,
Absolutely.
when you lose somebody, who has done a lot for the artistry of the game over so many countless years. And of course, we lost the Prince of Darkness. Let me not acknowledge Ozzy Osbourne, has left this world with us. Like I feel like this, July has took a lot this month. You know what I'm saying? If we just really had to grand scale it, we lost a lot of talented brothers and sisters this month.
It's it's interesting. It's not funny. It's interesting because like in that movie, like people die every day, right? Every minute somebody dying, right? But when it comes to the entertainment
True.
world, If it's two people, oh my God, everyone's dying left and right. You know. But when you look at it as a bigger scale, it's really not that many compared to how many is out there. But once you see one or two, it's just like the world is truly coming to an end. You know what I mean?
Yo, have we not heard that? I feel like since out the womb, that's the first thing I heard. Every time you do, you better not steal. You know you're going to hell. Like we've heard those things. You get a little hard rain and a couple of lightning storms. Jesus coming back for us.
Oh no, I shouldn't laugh that
Yeah,
hard. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
But I'm just saying, it kills you to be like, how we go from no man shall know the time nor the day to every time a little wind blow you with the he on his way.
Coming though.
I'll say this. It was even worse when I was growing up because it wouldn't be thunder and lightning and be like, yeah, this guy beating up his wife. I was like, oh my God,
What?
what is this? I'm dead ass. That was a real thing people used to say.
What kind of people you was
And I
hanging out
still
with?
say it now. I say it now when it's hot. Like, no lie. I was riding with my friend one day and it's hot outside and then it just mysteriously started raining. And my friend looks and goes, how's it raining and the sun is out? I was like, well, this is the moment when they say that's when the devil beat his wife.
Okay, where you at? Where you located? Because I have never heard this a day in my life until today.
Wow. I'm originally from Quincy, Florida, so I've heard that growing up from that neck of the woods, but I'm now in Houston, Texas. So yeah, it carried me there.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard, what I said. I heard that growing up as a child. People used to say, oh, if it's thunder and lightning, that's God beating his wife up. I was like, I didn't know. I was a child, so I didn't know what's going on. So,
Who
Exactly.
raised
See
y'all?
that?
streets.
Clearly the
Yeah,
wrong people.
facts.
Okay. No judgment.
Yeah. None whatsoever. Thank you, T Quest. We appreciate that. Hold all that to the end of the show. See, see what I'm saying? But that's why I love hanging with you guys. It's like the first time we met, it was like, didn't really get a chance to formally get to know who the crew was. It was like we was just hanging out. We made it
We was
work.
trying to figure out
Now I'm
what was
like,
going on with the crew.
wow. See, you wanted to take it there. You
Every
wanted to
platform
take it
is
there.
different. So we was just trying to
What
figure
the
it
hell is
out.
this?
You know what I'm saying? Like, could we get on podcast, Nina?
See,
And he'd be like, "So what's the show about?" I'm like, "We just gonna have to find out." Like when we get on the show, we're just gonna have to find out.
wow, wow. Well, here at Live with DJ, it's Steady and Company. This is where we have, real talk with
Mm.
real people, raw, unfiltered conversations. We be unapologetic here. You know what I'm saying? We get to say how we feel and feel how we say it.
Mhm,
You know what I'm saying? We do it here with no
mhm.
judgment. You know what I'm saying? But don't come to my network if you plotting to kill somebody. Wait, unalive somebody. Say it like
Yeah,
that. You
say
got
it
to
like
say it
that.
in the
That
right
is.
terms
That
these
is.
days.
Where did that even stem from? Like the whole. Let me not.
The way the world is now, this whole new age of cancel culture, you can't say nothing without something coming back and backlashing.
Okay.
Certain
I'm gonna
things
be
you can't
that
say.
auntie. Okay, baby. Okay.
Yeah. Man, let's talk about something in music right now that I don't feel like nobody's talked about. Y'all remember that rap artist, Cash Out, that
Yeah,
hit
I
song,
think he just
Rise
cashed
Around?
out.
Oh.
There you go. Finally, you took my joke, but yeah, yo, nah, bro. And then look at like he got sentenced to life for, sex trafficking amongst other things.
Yeah, they was like,
Like
yeah,
he
we couldn't.
literally
Yeah,
cashed
it was
out for
like,
real.
yeah, you thought the other one was gonna get this sentence, but nah, this is all for you, Cash Out. You know what I'm saying? They thought the other dude was gonna get this. Nah, guess what?
We say this just for
There
you,
you
my
go.
brother. We say this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, man, that's
I
crazy.
mean, that's the same thing with Silento, the whipping Nene, getting 30 years for killing his cousin. Like, I don't know what's going on in this world today.
I was about to say something real crass, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be nice.
I feel like you should say it. It gonna be don't hold no
He
bars
quit
here.
with a comeback, so you never know what he might say.
Yeah, we'll see. Where was he performing his song when he did that? Was he? So watch me. I'm sorry. That's,
Oh, you want to play with me, cuz? I'm really about this life.
you know what I'm saying? You gonna play me? You gonna talk
Oh
about
my
my
God,
little?
I can't be
You see,
laughing
you
at
said
this.
talk about my little song. You know what I'm saying? Your little dance. Wow. This is
Disclaimer.
all. This is just
It,
jokes. This all it is. To knock it off. That's
that's
all.
all
It's
it
just
is.
jokes.
But then,
Rest in peace.
you
You
know,
know what I'm saying? Rest in
You know what that
peace.
just reminds me of? At the end of the day, like I tell people, celebrities ain't nothing but popular people with a little bit more money in their account because they're still human. They're not perfect. They're still
Facts.
reckless. They do dumb stuff, stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're not above all the crazy stuff that you hear other people doing. So it's sad, but it's life.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? People just like to keep 1,000 bottles of baby oil lying around, you know? It's just life. And you got
What's
Sean
wrong with
Kingston
that?
out here. And man, his mom. Clearly, it's a lot if you're a bad
Well, I
boy, if
bet
you
you
know what I'm
everybody
saying.
who sells baby oil is not mad right now because the stock done went up. Period. Johnson can retire
You,
over and over again.
Like, oh, is he getting out? So should we still up our orders like before?
yo, the new slogan on baby oil should be like Johnson Johnson baby oil. Take that.
Take that. Take that. There it is.
The crazy part is he can come out and sell his own baby oil, and this world is so impressionable that people will actually buy it. Hey, why not, son? Let's go. Shout out to the Why Not crew. What up?
There it is. There it is.
You dig? I said the secret word of the day, people, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, we know you was stalking the show at the end, but you said
Wow,
you was pop
wow.
quiz. What was we talking about?
You know, you was talking to the R&B DJ and stuff, so it was just y'all connecting on DJ to DJ vibes. It was a lot of dope energy.
That's
You
smart
know,
because we
it's a,
are the management of the R&B division. So technically, all our talks can stem from R&B conversations. That was the safest answer you could give us. So we won't let that rock. We're gonna let that rock.
exactly.
One
No,
time
that
for
was
the
smart.
one
That was
You
smart.
know.
Yeah,
time.
y'all was talking to the other dude. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Disclaimer: I am never the one you want to ask in class what you was just talking about on the front of the board because I tend to daydream in the midst of you
Look,
talking. But I'll come back and be like, "Yeah, you know, you talk about a couple of dead guys in the book right there. Yeah, that's what we was
you
leading
said it.
Facts. Facts. That's what you do. Think of something real popular. Yeah, wasn't y'all speaking? Oh, damn, I missed it. So what was you saying? You know, man. And they will tell you again.
You know, we was promoting, the Why Not brand. We was talking about Fleet with DJ Jeff. Talking about all the upcoming things that's going on in there.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, y'all want to know what's funny is I had this business with T Quest a while back, and she did me like this really dope visual for like at the time the Who They Want Wednesday, and then it sucks now because I rebranded. I rebranded. So instead of being like Who They Want Wednesday live with the Misfit, it's Wave Wednesday live on DJ Steady and Company. Yeah,
Look,
you know
on behalf of Team GLM Designs, catering to all your graphic needs, we appreciate your business.
that was not an opener for you to do marketing.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It
Okay.
was. You know, things happen. You know how many shows I've had and how different co-hosts I've had. I've been through it all the last couple of years.
At the last couple of years. Let's clear that up.
Before that, before
There it
that,
is. There it is.
you know what I'm
There it
saying?
is.
Before that, I've had different.
But I think
Mhm.
there's a certain love we have that you can't get away from it. Because, I be ready to throw in the towel every time I get frustrated. And then I come back, and then a dear friend of mine was like, please let this be the last time you rebrand because folks just don't know what you got going up your sleeve. One minute you want to be who they want, next minute you lie with DJ Steady and Company. Who knows what you
I
want to be
think
tomorrow?
I
I'm
think
still
this
gonna be
one is
me.
best because yes, it's fun to do things with other people, but you just never know how people are going to be life, and things happen. So with this new podcast you have, Live with DJ Steady and Company, that's the safest one you're going to get, because the company could be co-hosts or they could just be guests. You see what I'm saying? You could put a stuffed animal in a box and that could be the company. Like, you can literally do you. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is
We're gonna pause on the stuffed animal part. I think you should seek some therapy for
I'm
real. If you
no,
heard the
I'm just
disclaimer,
saying,
it
like,
specifically
this is the
said, I
safest
know.
one. So I'm here for this.
Thank you. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from the voiceover queen. She has, solidified my place here in this
This is the
podcast
safest
industry.
one.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm here for it.
So we're doing.
DJ, what is you
So
gonna
go.
do
I
with her,
mean, a lot.
man? What is
You
you
know,
gonna do?
let me
You
I'm,
treat you like a stepchild from the house of prayer.
I'm good. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Please proceed.
To give you
There it
what you
is.
need. See,
There it
there you
is.
go. You
Yeah,
know, so
25,
DJ
mother.
Il Nino, man, talk to me, man. How's life going? How's the scratching skill still going these days, man?
I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody that tell people if they are a DJ, um, to practice and maintain their skill set. You know what I mean? Don't just rest on your laurels. Even though I've been doing this for a minute, I still regularly practice. You know what I mean? To sharpen my skill set. Um, I don't want to be somebody that's resting off my laurels from 15, 20 years ago. That I see a lot of people unfortunately are. They're like, yo, I got here, I'll remain at the same level. No. I listen to myself now. I think I'm better than I was 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't want to peak. You know what I mean? I want to be like LeBron that just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps getting better. And when it's time to refine the skill set, to do it. I literally do that all the time. So, and I suggest other people, no matter what they are, if you're a DJ, if you're a podcaster, um, make sure you do it enough to stay sharp. You know what I mean? You don't want to get bored. You don't want to get stale in your talent set. You literally want to get better. Please do that.
That is dope. No, I agree with you 1,000% because there's people who thrive off ego tripping and feel like they so cocky and confident. I can do this. I done did it 30 plus years in the game. I can still come in like it's my first time, and you might realize carpal tunnel done kicked in, and you ain't sharpening them skills up. You ain't got it no more, player.
That's facts, though. That is facts. What you used to do on your own block 15 years ago is cute, but you're going to meet somebody, and it might be me, that may learn you a little something. So just be careful about all that brash talking. So just be careful with that. You never know what the next man can do. You never know what their skill set is. So just be careful with that. You know what I mean?
Indeed. Absolutely. Because if we're talking about, the current state of hip hop today, I've been peeking and I ain't got my chance to really speak on, Lil Wayne drops the Carter Six and it got a lot of critiques
That's for
because,
sure.
fans was just disheartened. It wasn't what they traditionally used to hearing from, Lil Wayne's stature. And I was just like, when I gave my credentials about it, I was just like, look, Wayne is Wayne. He gonna do whatever it is to maintain his status today in hip hop. He tell you that he don't listen to nobody but him. So clearly, when he locked himself in the studio after the whole, supposed halftime Super Bowl debauchery, that this is what he came up with, and looked like it got foreshadowed by the Clips' latest album.
I mean, if you listen to the Lil Wayne album, um, I think you kind of know why he may not have gotten that Super Bowl thing. If you watched him,
Pew pew pew.
yeah,
Love it. Talk to the people because it takes people to know the music, to know the history, to be like, yeah. Because I've even said it, and I'm a Wayne fan since the '99 to 2000s. I was like, Yeah, I think at this point it's time to come to a realization that a lot of that lean and the lean and Zans and
All that,
whatever else
all
you've
that,
been dabbling
all
in
that.
has really kind of, fried your brain
Yeah, it's
when you
taking a
came
toll.
in. You was the mixtape monster, you was the rapper eater, pause. But
Yeah,
now
pause.
it just was like, nah, nah,
Nah, it's
I
it's
don't, I
real,
don't, I
and
don't.
it's like when you're dealing with somebody at that level, like Super Bowl level, uh, they gonna check on your resume, and if you haven't been showing up to some things, uh, folks gonna be like, nah, we don't even know if this dude gonna show up, or if he show up, what condition he's gonna be in. You know what I'm saying? Um, and to keep it real, Kendrick Lamar last year and still is on a phenomenal run. He's on a phenomenal run. And so if you got a chance to, you know, uh, capitalize off of that, why not? You know what I mean? Here you go. You can do this. And he showed what he did in that. He's not one of the big performers, but what he did during his set was impressive. You know what I mean? And when I watched it the first time, it was cool. But then when I watched it again, I'm like, wow, this is very good. This is very good. You know what I mean? He did his thing on that. So
Absolutely. And when you're talking about culture related things and gentrifying, the current state of hip hop, with all that, like you said, it was his run, it was his year, it was his moment. I feel like y'all Cole and Drake should have never poked the bear because Kendrick was gonna do it. I feel like in his element, being in his element, he was gonna do that regardless. Despite it, it just became one of them situations of you really pissed him off, and now you got to deal with this.
you didn't expect this. You didn't expect this return. You know what I'm saying? You expected something, but you didn't expect this. You know what I mean? And the
No,
one thing that I will salute Cole for, he was like, you know what? I'm good because I think somebody told him was like, yeah, this you don't want to get in this one. You you don't want to get in this one. You know what I mean? This is gonna go a little different than what you think it's gonna go. So he's like, you know what? My bad.
yeah,
Let me pop up out of this.
yeah. I think Sean Carter gave him a call. He got a call from Sean Carter himself. It was like, look, homie, yeah, you ain't that who that kid no more. You gotta sit this one down,
And
bro.
leave this one alone. Leave this one alone. You know what I mean? You may pop back a little later.
Take it from
Yeah,
me.
leave this alone. Leave
Yeah,
this one alone. This
yeah,
one's a little different. It's gonna go way different than you think. So relax, relax. So
yeah. And, and gotta give Drake his props, right? Because he still got a well, he's trying to put a fight in this race. He trying. He should have just see you want to come out. You should have just pick the lane. You want to be certified lover boy, but then you want to still come out and be Drizzy Drake. Like you gotta, like you just said, T Quest, you
I
gotta pick
think
a struggle.
so that was not my squiggle line. No, my thing is with Drake is he got too confident in who he think he is. And he played himself. You know what I mean? So with Kendrick, they underestimated the silent beast. They always try to go after people they think is like an underdog, ain't gonna bark back, or they ain't gonna do this and do that, and then they played himself. Now, if Drake would have just kept it for the love of hip hop, for the love of the culture, you know what I'm saying? And then my favorite part of the whole battle was like he had his long little speech at the end of the song, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm good with this and we're gonna end it here. Like, you don't control the ending of a beef. Like, who are you to say it stops here? And Kendrick was like,
It's over. When I say it's over. It's over when I say it.
you know what I mean?
Like, sir,
Mm.
do you know how much you gotta feel this big when this man got he made one diss out of the several, but that one diss song just was that one that just added an extendo clip to go all the way to the Super Bowl. And he was like, he kept hitting like, I probably wasn't gonna do it, since y'all love to sue and do all this extra unnecessary stuff. But you know what? Kendrick said, I'm doing this because I am hip hop. He's saying in present moment, I am hip hop. It's been a while. It's been a while since the chains have been cracked, since we rattled a few cages. and it needed to be done.
Yeah, it reminds me sometimes of Nino because he's such a like a quiet, chill dude. You know what I'm saying? Like if people need help with like DJing, graphic technology, they hit him up. You know what I'm saying? But he just mad chill. And then you got the ones who, oh, I'm this and so and so. I used to carry crates and yeah, shut up. You know what I'm saying? They just keep barking. And then if they don't know him, they be trying to poke the
Of
bear.
course.
And he was like, "You sure you want to do this? You sure you want to do this? Because I'm minding my business. I'm staying in my lane. You sure you want to do this?" And then sometimes you got to pop out and show them. Period.
Moral of the story. That's all you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that right?
And I have to do it too.
When was the last time you DJ'd? Just for fun. Steady.
Oh,
I,
that was
Him.
me.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't know
was
that.
him.
Wow. You know, I'm forever playing around and DJing. I'm always DJing, making playlists all day. That's what I do. I eat, sleep, and breathe music. No, for real.
word pop quiz. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
See, there
Be
you go.
careful.
Ain't
Be
nobody said
careful.
I did not title Wave Wednesday, Schools in Session, and T Quest and Principal DJ Il Nino was gonna be holding me in class all day. I did not sign up for this today, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
My bad, man. You know what I'm saying? My bad. My bad. But real talk, what kind of DJ would you consider yourself?
Oh, I like that. I mean, for me, I just feel like I'm more of a, I came from that era of the mix CDs when they were still popping. I had that eclectic ear. I can hear something and know what song should be inserted like immediately right after that. Like I get offended if, it go from really slow chill R&B to up tempo really, really fast. And I'm like, nah, everything gotta have a certain cadence for me. So I consider myself like a classic, kind of like just hearing the now DJ. Like I like to create a vibe no matter where I go. Like I can hype up any crowd, no matter what age limit, what group, what ethnic group is up. Like if it switch up, I can go from country cowboy to two stepping, and whatever need to be done, I get the job done. I'm all purpose DJ.
So if you decided, you was chilling one day, you know what? I'm gonna go. Let me go. I'm in the mood to play some music. What would be the first song you play?
Ooh, okay, coming out the gate, and I'm chilling. I probably open the floor. I'm going 80s. I go 80s classic. I'll come out with some Karma Chameleon just out the 80s. Bang.
Wow,
I don't like the
wow,
look T Quest just gave me, right?
wow,
Because I was supposed to, what you thought I was gonna come out with some they not like us. I
wow.
told you I'll start there. And then in the middle, I'll be gonna play the twerk song right after Karma Chameleon. I don't know. Depends on
Now I
my
gotta do a
mood. I'm
mashup
more of
now.
an
I
R&B
think I can
guy.
do that. I think I can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like, comma. Let me stop for that. You ain't like that question?
I'm here
Big
for
dash
it.
till you can't no more.
I'm here for
I
it.
gotta have fun. That's
I'm
what
here
I
for it. I love all music, all genres, so I'm here for it. You know,
Not all music.
like.
I love the majority of all music. I can tolerate the majority of all music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for all that. It depends on what you do with it. That's what it is. Just like an artist, you can have a deep message, but the song still gotta be hot. You want to catch my attention. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a DJ. The transition gotta be smooth if you want to, keep the party flowing. Every part is important. Period.
It's important, absolutely. Like, and then don't switch it up as soon as I done caught the groove and the vibe, and then you done switched it up to your personal fave. And that wasn't the time to pull out your personal fave. We wasn't supposed to go polka dancing really quick when I was just gonna get up and put the cup down. You got to keep a nice mellow tone, people. Get it, mellow tone. Yeah, I said it. Okay.
That was like a weird dad joke. Only 'cause I didn't get it.
You know what? You ain't gonna get. Wow. All right. Clearly, I didn't sign up for the comedic
Then why
portion of the show.
we here?
Okay.
We both two funny individuals. What are you talking about? This is exactly what you signed up for. It's exactly what you signed up for. This is exactly what you.
I was supposed to tell everybody. That be me. Like I'm too much of a goofball for you to call me for the serious stuff and be like, I need you to go in there and be serious. And
Look,
like,
we
you
can
want me
be
to do what?
we can be serious. You know what I'm saying? We can do all that. You know what I'm saying? It's your world. We the company of your podcast. So wherever you want to take it, you know what I'm saying? We here on the road trip. See post on and anything. What's up?
Yeah, I got that to say. Wow. I'm gonna think next time when I start inviting guests to come hanging out with my people, and I go through my Rolodex, and I was just like, you know what? Let me bring T Quest on. I haven't had her in a while. We haven't caught up. Then I just see her pop out with all these awards and stuff, and I was like, oh, you probably should have did your homework before you decided to bring the voice queen on to drop this golden voice. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, steady. It's just like we're here for the people. You know what I'm saying? We're here for the people. Now, if the people want to award us with awards, then that's just a circle of life, okay? So we
Hakuna
put out what
Matata.
a wonderful phrase. We put out great content, put out great work, and if they want to give us awards, we respectfully receive it and do it over again and again and again. Because now we have multiple best um what was that Fleet DJ's R&B division of the year. We got like three of them things. You know what I'm saying? Rockstar Awards of the year, Rockstar of the Year, Trailblazers of the Year, Best Skill Blend DJ of the Year, Mix Show DJ of the Year,
Okay,
Mixtape DJ of the
keep them
Year.
coming.
I, I've
Keep them
gotten
coming, Frank. Keep them
I've
coming.
gotten Best Clothing Line of the Year, Best Female Rapper of the Year. Like I tell people, I'm honored to be nominated because somebody see me and they see my work. I feel like actually winning the award is the bonus. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when Nino
That's
won his SEA award, and he's like, "Er," and it's just because he didn't know anything about it, but people knew his work. You know what I'm saying? Like he may be chill, but we know what he could do on things, on the turntable, on the controllers, and all that stuff. I won't tell you a story, but here's a fly. Go ahead, babe.
I know what I'll say about that. What I say about that, it was I didn't even know I was nominated. They hit me up. They was like, you may want to promote this a little bit because you're getting a lot of votes. And I was like, excuse me? It's like you're getting a lot of votes, so you may want to promote this thing. So I posted a couple of times because I'm like, okay, but I didn't lean into it. You know what I mean? And we wasn't talking about it on the show or anything. Um, but then when I was looking at it one day, I'm like, oh, I actually won this thing. I'm like, oh, so I love unexpected awards. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like even though I consider myself a very skilled DJ, very talented DJ, uh, I still appreciate um, unsolicited praise or unsolicited advice even, you know what I mean? Because I'm not too big that I can that I think I know everything because I know I don't. You know what I mean? I love somebody saying, you know what, I like what you did there, but you may want to try this. You know what I mean? But this right here, I do it like this. You know, you may want to try it like that. And I enjoy that. You know what I mean? I'm not the kind of people like, nah, I've been doing this for 65 years or 90. You know, some of the DJs, I've been doing this forever. And I'm going to be stuck in my ways forever. I'm like, I would keep doing it that way. There are better ways to do it now. You know what I'm saying? So I love what I do, and I love that I have affected folks' lives in a positive way, which I kind of found out in the free DJ conference from some of the folks who I didn't even know realize who I was. You know what I mean? So this has been a fun week for us. I mean,
nah, I love that. I love that for you guys because it's the humbleness that I feel from your spirits. It's, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for anything, but at the same time, I'm not overly stimulated to my hand on the trigger every time somebody says something. It's like, what? Don't make me go get like what your capabilities are. You know what you can bring. Like she said, you keep that chill, laid back. That's me. Like, don't get me riled up. I'm sitting in the cut. Let me just sit in the cut. Acknowledge that I'm here. I throw my hand up at you. I'm not that guy. But at the same time, don't get it twisted.
You
You have to
Nino
know.
did that all weekend. He just put throw the hand up.
I see you. I see you. You have to. You just have to let them know I'm acknowledging your presence, but at the same time, I'm gonna let you have the moment.
Yeah, that's fact. That was my move.
People gotta
Yep.
understand.
Who's it?
Let me holler at you, nephew. Nephew, let me
Yeah, I
holler
see.
at you real quick. Unc, I'm trying to.
Especially when you don't know their
Yeah.
name.
Why you snitching?
Nah, it's true. They be like, "What up, Quest? What up, Nina?" Be like, "What's poppin'?" They be like, "It's me." He like, "Okay,
How you doing? Thank
okay." Everything all right?
right?
You enjoying yourself?
You
You good? See, then the move is the new move now is since everybody's branded themselves. I'm reading heavy. I'm looking at they got their name on their apparel. They got your name on your shirt. Oh, there it is. All right, I see. Hey, what? Then I say the name. Hopefully they're not wearing somebody
you
else's
gonna
shirt.
rest around one day. They're gonna be that one unlucky one. It's gonna be like, nah, this is my
Oh,
cousin's shirt. I'm promoting my
oh, my bad.
cousin.
Oh, word. How he doing? You gotta be ready for that. You gotta be ready for that.
You do. We have to have a cover. Like that's me. They be like, "Hey man, I caught your YouTube," and I be like, "Oh, you did?" And I have to remember, I got a YouTube because it surprises me. In this industry, you don't really see yourself rising the plateaus. So I just be like, I'm just a regular guy who just loves getting on the mic, talking a little talk, and then I get off, and then I go back to watching YouTube videos. I don't expect to be out in public, like you said, with the shirt on, like, "Oh, that's DJ Steady right there." And they be like, "You know what? It's starting to get a little notoriety." It feel good. I love it.
Facts. You never know who's watching or paying attention to you. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of quiet, anonymous viewers um, that you never know because we experienced a lot of that this past week. Now we sitting there talking and we got people talking about, yeah, I watched the show. Then they telling us about it. I'm like, oh, that means you actually watched the show because you're listening to what they're saying, and we actually did those things. So I wouldn't know. I don't know about the quiet, uh, incognito. That's basically what I call them, viewers out there. But I mean, cool. Keep watching. You know what I'm saying? We ain't done. Keep watching. Tell them, Quest.
Exactly.
It's true.
Yeah. Tell them, Quest. Talk to
The
my people.
analytics don't lie. You can be live and they say one viewer, but when you check the analytics, all of a sudden it's up to 200 views or whatever. It's because everybody's watching. They just afraid to click like, to comment, to share, to show support. But the analytics ain't lying. You saw the
No,
show,
they never
you
do.
listened to it, you know what's up.
And then I'm big on my village supporting me. So it'll be moments where I'll be like, I did it, and I'll cater, and then I'll be like, "Hey yo, did you catch the live?" And they'll be like, "Oh, you went live?" Like they try to play it like, "Oh, you went live," and then you realize they're like, "Nah, I watched it because you had such and such on your show, and they was talking about relationships and this and that and the fourth." And I'm like, "Oh, you actually, like you said, you actually paid attention to the show to know what the conversation led up to." Because you know what I'm saying, I get on here some days and the show may be talking about, like we just went from Kendrick and Drake to, what I'm saying, being acknowledged for all these award ceremonies and things like that. Like that's why I like doing whatever they don't do. So T Quest, you know what I'm saying, you done gave all your accolades and kind of made me feel like I got to grind a little harder because, you know what I'm saying, I want to see DJ Steady, you know what I'm saying,
Shout out to
podcast
DJ
DJ of the Year
Cyclops.
award, you
Grind of
know.
the year. Feet DJs. I'm sorry.
See, there he go. Now he want to see. See, I want my
I'm
award too.
sorry. My bad.
Nobody ain't gave me nothing. Okay. I'm over it.
No, you're not. It's happening due time. Just gotta continue being steady and consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely got to work on my consistency because it'll be a moment where I'll sit there and hype the crowd up and like, yeah, it's coming. And then my mood swings and kick in, and I'll be like, nah, I don't feel like doing it.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's why it's good to have stuff already in the vault, in the canon. Like with the shows, like just have some ready to go and then click live later. You don't have to actually go live, but just have them. You know what I'm saying? Or when you're doing your podcast stuff, it's already have pre-recorded stuff ready to go. So then you can post them consistently and you're already ahead of the game. You know?
Thank you. Thank you. I'll definitely keep that in mind. See, that's why I love hanging out with you. You always keep me on my
I'm
toes.
I'm just
We always
saying,
been
you
chit
say you've been
chatting
doing
over the
this for a
years.
minute. So you put the work in.
Yo, y'all, I kid y'all not. When I was getting the flyer prepared, to bring them to my establishment, I think she gave me the most laughs because she paid attention to the stuff probably looked at the moment and didn't even know. And it was just, she's like, yo, I need you to just make some name adjustments. And then I go to make a name adjustment. And then I noticed it switched DJ ILL NINO to a whole nother person. And I was like,
I was like, who
yo.
is this?
And I was like, from the looks of it, they tried to embody who he was, but it wasn't him because with the photo that was used, it was him in the photo with his name on the shirt. So when all that changed, I was like, "How you go to fix the name and then change the person?" I was floored. So I'm working on my graphic design skills. I can't be as good as T Quest and DJ Il Nino, but maybe I need to work out a business
There you go.
skill to
There
do
you
that.
go. There you go.
You know. I might need to work because you do phenomenal work, and this is me giving you big props because it takes a lot to do. Be at the front of the camera, as well as be behind the camera. Make sure sound, audio's good. Make sure visuals are good. That's a
Yeah.
lot to try
Look,
to
like
do when you're building a brand.
I'm not against anyone that's trying to handle their business. And sometimes people feel like they gotta do it themselves because keep trying to lean on other people, this, that, and the third. I get that to a certain degree, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with investing in your brand if you find people that can actually give you quality work. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
some people would rather, because of their like the ego and power trip, but they rather come up with something at this low level and say, "Well, I just did this real quick and called it a day," than to invest a little bit to get
Real
something.
quick thing. Yeah, this is real quick. They always say real quick.
They really do real quick, top tier that can actually help take their brand to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, that's what we're here for. That's the reason we started the brand because we work with people. Oh, so that's what we're doing now.
Put it on.
Look at it. That's the
I just wanted to. I just
it's
wanted to
so
show the
pretty.
people, the your work. You know what I'm saying? Because I asked you specifically, this is what I
Yeah.
wanted, and I was like, I wanted the
Mhm.
microphone, and I wanted, who they want Wednesday, and I wanted to kind of stand out, because Wednesdays is one of my most popular
It's
days,
so
and
cute.
it definitely need to be. We're
I,
gonna
I
talk
remember
later.
I
We're
was
gonna
like, when
talk
you
shop.
start, when you
Yeah,
start, you was like, life is life, and I'm like, okay, that can mean anything. I'm not gonna cry.
yo,
Charlemagne the kind of match the mic that he's using now.
nah,
You know what I'm saying? Who do you want match the mic?
Me too. I want one of those. So if you see me here with one of those mics, mind your business.
that's all. That's all we need you to do. Smile.
Just mind your business.
And you know what I'm saying? That was me trying to do something that pops. I'm like, I'm big on, you go through the dynamic versus condensers, and I'm like, oh, that stuff's cool. I learned that in year one. I'm like, at this point, I just wanted to switch my game up, get a nice little to make me feel proud about what I do. Like I said, this is year 5. You know what I'm saying? I've came a long way. I've had a lot of entertaining co-hosts and a lot of great guests. But now I'm like, this is that moment. I feel like year 5 for me, my goal is like, this is where you cement that moment. This is where you you say it with so much passion and pride that you know what I'm saying. Like you were saying earlier about the shirts and your name on it. It shouldn't have to take a shirt with your name on it. It should just automatically your aura should just give off. That's DJ Steady. that's T Quest, that's DJ Ill Nino. Like it shouldn't have to take, you know what I'm saying, all the pizzazz and all. I mean, that's cool. You like what you like, but I feel like we should, as you elevate, it shouldn't take all the bells and whistles.
But it just happened to be a part of our elevation because I'm my number one fan. So I love having T-Quest all over my body. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, your name rings bells. And then when they meet you, like, yo, you so and so. Like, yo, I've been rocking with you for a minute. I've been checking out your podcast, this and the third. It is a beautiful thing when they recognize you for your work before they even recognize you. Because sometimes that happens too. We could be in a conversation and someone hear one of our names, like, wait, what? You're T-Quest? You're DJ? Yo, I know y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing when people can recognize your work and your talent. You know.
And again, you going utilizing the word consistency, like putting in the work daily, like even because I'm learning even myself. That's why I say I've learned to separate, DJ steady from who I am off the mic. Like, what I'm saying, give myself grace and say, like, it's okay, it's cool. Like, yesterday just was one of them days where, life was just coming at me fast and I got so much on my mind and this and that. And you be like, I be looking for certain people to talk to in the moments, and I go, "You got a mic, you got the whole world to talk to." You know, there's a way, and then there's a way to address certain things without being malicious and coming off in a certain way. So for me, it was just like I needed a therapeutic session to kind of say some stuff, get it off my chest, and I felt so much better. I was able to process different. I'm like, you know what? Now I can move forward because what needed to be aired out is there respectfully, but I also gave lessons. I gave the people something to take away from it, not just me ranting.
And how did you feel after that?
I felt great. I felt really good.
Okay.
I was able to think again. You know what I'm saying? I was able to think clearly again. Like I was like, okay, because I'm trying to teach myself, you know, it's okay to not be okay. It's
Mhm.
okay to have that moment of, you know what, I want to shut my phone off. I'm okay. Physically, I'm okay. I'm not gonna harm myself. But it's just one of the moments where I just need to silence all these other voices
Mm.
and just hear just me.
Mm.
It's just you get to because I'm a
I
Pisces
don't know what
and
that means. What does
I
that
have
mean?
I'm an emotional being. Like I'm very more on the emotional moon side. Like as a Pisces, I tend to be more in tune with my feelings
Mhm.
and nature and stuff like that. So certain stuff can come at me and it can really affect me. And you'd be like, you should have just let that be. But for me, I'm just like, nah, I can't let that go. So I'm learning now. Like I said when I was in my therapy moment, I was like, at this point, sometimes we got to be able to have these brutal or these honest conversations and say it with so much passion and meaning that nobody's offended behind it, but it's like, hey, let me let you know that that hurt my feelings. I usually let it slide because I love you and I care about you, but it's really starting to affect my mental. It's starting to really, give me some turmoil. Yeah, see how we doing this podcast? We can go from laughing, joking to having a serious moment. It go. I told you, it go all over the place. But this is the look that T Quiz give me. It's
What you
like
say?
she's very. She give me this. It's like I want to. She got me feeling like I need to lay on the couch and just. She got a notepad and then
Look,
she gonna be like. And then as you walk out of her office, they go DJ Il Nino like, huh? Here go your bill. See you next week.
but it's true.
Talking about.
It's true.
I can see him at the door. He go, hey, time is money. Time is
It'd be like
money, young
you
blood.
know with
Time is money.
the comedians when you flash the red light, need to press the button like boop 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 boop.
All right, let's wrap this on up. Let's get them
Yeah,
on
but
out of here.
Wrap it up.
the difference is Nina will collect the money first before you even before you even sit down
Wow.
on the couch. No,
Appreciate that, player.
not after the fact, beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, because time is precious. Time has to be valued. Using someone's time has to be earned. You know,
Man,
so
man. There go me insert my petty moment. You know, I ain't we known each other for the past 4 5 years, and I ain't never been on y'all show. Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Turtle, turtle, turtle. It's so funny, right? Because this whole podcasting world is changed, right? And people keep mixing it up with the radio world. You know what I'm saying? Our main show is for radio. So we don't pick the guests. It's reps from
Oh,
labels and promoters and A&Rs. They're booking their guests, their clients on our show. You see what I'm saying? Our radio show
all right.
where the show goes to
I gotta get a
no,
manager. I
no, no.
heard messages.
That's what I'm
Get a manager to reach out to your radio
saying.
team. I heard that.
No,
Have my people call
they're
your
they're
people.
booking their clients on our radio show. We just happen to air live as well. You see what I'm saying? That's the radio show. And they're booking their clients for promotion, marketing, branding. So there's, the ching ching is attached to that, right? Because we're helping promote them. So when people are like, how come
Tell me about our business. Be careful.
that's saying like because everyone know we do branding and marketing. Hello, we're walking brands, right? So when people be like, "Oh, I want to get on your show," I'm like, you if you want to promote something, like you can, but this is a show for the radio, so that's a whole different market. In our new show, the Why Not podcast, that's our new baby with DJ Cyclops, and it's just the Why Not crew, which is the three of us. You know, just talking, conversing about life, having fun. Like, why not?
See that? Well, I'm gonna give it a buck now. Now that show is probably be a little easier to bring somebody in because I know we're gonna have guests on that show, um, that are different from the T Quest and DJ El Nino. So, um, just stay ready. Steady, are you ready? As they say. You know what I'm saying? Just stay ready.
I rocks
Yeah,
with
just stay
y'all.
ready, and
Yeah.
we start opening it up to bringing some other folks on. You know what I'm saying? Um, we can do that because we're about to start doing that. Bringing some other folks on there just to segments and whatnot. For different segments and whatnot. So put your bid in for that. You know what I mean? Tell Quest. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I'll reach out to
We
my
can
Yeah,
sis.
reach
Be
out to
like,
her.
yo,
I don't do that part. You know what I mean? She handles all that stuff. So talk to her and she can make that happen.
guy.
when we do our Why Not and Friends podcast, I'm gonna let you know.
No,
Ah,
no, it's why not
okay.
in company. That's what it's gonna be. Why not in company? That's what it is.
I know, no infringing on
It's
the
gonna be why
brand
not
here.
in company.
Let's
That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be.
You know what? I like that idea, Nina. That was very unique idea, and it works because everybody on the podcast who said it, they are friends. So company is a safer word.
There it
I
is. Yeah,
like
why
that.
not company? That's what it's gonna be. Let me see what does it say. Live with why not in company podcast roundabout. All right, let's do that. Let's do that.
you have my
There it
blessing.
is. Coming soon.
Yo, it's time to wrap it up and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this like an old Maury show episode. I want to thank my live studio audience for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nunu, Eric G in the building, Lyric Lyra, and you know what I'm saying, the host of Ignorant Central Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Timothy was checking out the show. Shout out to Big True. You know, I want to make sure I thank everybody for tuning in. If you're part of the T Quest Network, I want to thank y'all for tuning in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take this moment for you guys to, speak y'all saying what's coming up next, give y'all shout outs. The floor is yours.
Here it is. Let me say this real quick. You can follow me at DJ ILL NINO on all social media sites that I care about. And go ahead, man.
Okay. And you can follow me, T Quest, aka the Voice Goddess, on all social media platforms at T Quest GLM. And do not forget to download your T Quest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store. And if you need help elevating your brand, like if it's radio, podcasting, artistry, entrepreneurship, things with visuals, one sheets, EPKs, promo commercials, audio commercials, we do all of that. We even do merch. What's up? Like, we are here for you. All you have to do is just contact us on our social media. It was like, I want to set up a conversation. This is what I'm trying to do. How can you help? And if we can help, we're here for you. But most importantly, we appreciate you, DJ Steady, for having us on your platform. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we value people's time. So if you feel like we was worthy enough to be on the platform, then we definitely appreciate that.
Oh yeah, y'all my family. We've been locked in since
Yeah, you
day
already
one.
did.
So of course I'm going. You did. You know how we do. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're gonna get ready to close this show. And I'm gonna close it with my motto. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta
Period.
get ready. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get out of here and I'm gonna run this little quick commercial break and y'all stay blessed. This episode of the podcast is proudly sponsored by Eventfully Yours, Sean. Your vision, your style, your event. Owner LaShawn, Sean Powell, brings your dreams to life with a wide variety of customizable event packages tailored to meet your every need. Whether it's an intimate gathering or a grand celebration, she's got you covered. For questions, quotes, or to start planning your next unforgettable event, email her at Sean@eventfullyyoursean.com. That's Eventfully Yours Sean, where your vision becomes your reality. All right, people. And if you would like to be, the next company guest on Live with DJ Steady, email me at steadycompanylive@gmail.com. Good night, folks.